Are we live or what? हाँ, ये live. चलो public, everybody should come in. Everybody, very good evening. Very good evening. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Like I think many students are still going for office यार. बहुत जन के actually message आए हैं. Like many students have messaged कि so office is there, so please keep the class like late or something like that. But I think I messaged someone. I think today morning only I messaged somebody that अरे यार like अब छुट्टी ले नहीं सकते क्या? Like exams are around the corner. At least थोड़ा तो छुट्टी बनता है ना अपने को. No, आप एग्जाम क्रैक कैसे करोगे? How will you be able to crack the examinations only if you're not able to take holidays? Okay, very good evening. You can tell all your friends that Harshwardhan sir is live, and we are going to go with law. Okay, we have just done SFM just खत्म हुआ है अपना अभी, and now we will bang on law. Okay, law bang on करने का. I hope you're loving law lectures. Okay. Sure. Let everybody come. We'll wait for a minute and then we'll start immediately. Okay. Yes. मैं update कर दूँगा. Study what I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it. I'll do it on the community. Okay. It is such a good thing that you guys are so active. Okay. Like see, I don't know you. You don't know me also. Okay. But still we have such a good bonding. Like even I was also seeing for SCM also. In SCM also in couples lecture, like all of you are very active. Okay. And that is what this revision series उसको ही वो special बना रहा है, because all of you are showing so much love from all of India. It is not a specific city or specific state, it is from everywhere. Okay, and that is what we are doing. पहले जब हमने announce किया था, we also thought कि यार करें या नहीं करें, because what has happened is marathon, so we do only every attempt, so we were sticking to that only first, but then we took a decision, नहीं चलो we'll do it live every day for 1 hour. But it's very good that you guys are showing us love, and that's the reason you're standing over here. Very simple. Okay, chalo, can we start, boys and girls? Okay, शुरू करेंगे. चलो, a very good evening. Board meeting and procedures we are starting. सबसे पहले, in the previous lectures we have already started with a lot of concepts, and we have done in a very entertainment way. ऐसे नहीं कि आपने सिर्फ one कुछ stream पकड़ा है, कुछ boring के ऐसे कुछ भी नहीं है. If you see the previous lectures, you might get a very good concept out of the lecture of law. Okay, चलो sir, now आज का the today's agenda is we need to complete what? The board meeting. सबसे पहले ध्यान देंगे please, everybody pay attention. Sir, we have already done AGM. We have also discussed on EGM, but today we'll be discussing on board meeting and the directors part. Okay, I'll be also covering audit committee today 177. Pay attention, sir. सबसे पहले, if board meeting is there, will a member come and sit? The answer is absolutely not. So why will a member come and sit in a board meeting? Board meeting में भैया board of directors ही बैठेंगे, and the resolution which they pass is called as what? Board resolution. सबसे पहले. Now, very basic question we'll do first. What is the frequency of board meeting? I hope you know all of these things. See, the first thing is what? Minimum 4 meetings shall be conducted every year. Sir, one sec. Sir, can I conduct 6, 7, 8, 9? वो आपके ऊपर है. But 4 कम से कम होने चाहिए. So, और एक बात. The time gap between 2 meetings shall not be more than 120 days. So you need to conduct 4 board meetings in a year minimum. But the time gap between 2, your time gap दिख रहा है बीच में, it should not go more than 120 days. 120 days के पहले आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? मीटिंग लेना पड़ेगा बोर्ड मीटिंग का. ओके प्लीज. और एक बात है इसमें, sir, the first meeting of the board of directors is done when? Sir, within 30 days of incorporation. So whenever your company is getting incorporated, within 30 days you should do what? कंडक्ट योर फर्स्ट बोर्ड मीटिंग एंड द सब्सिक्वेंट बोर्ड मीटिंग्स कितने चाहिए, वो कितना बात कर रहे हैं कि मिनिमम 4 बोर्ड मीटिंग तो होना चाहिए। एंड इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट यार। सर एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग कितना होता है सर, साल भर एक ही बार होता है, ओनली वन विद इन 9 months एंड सब्सिक्वेंट विद इन 6 months, ओके। एक्सटेंशन ऑफ 3 months ओनली टू द नेक्स्ट मीटिंग्स, नॉट द फर्स्ट वन, ओके। बट इन बोर्ड मीटिंग एटलीस्ट वो 4 बार क्यों बोल रहे हैं, अरे तुमको डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा ना, तुम थोड़ी साल भर में एक ही बार मिलोगे। यू कैनॉट जस्ट मीट वंस फॉर बोर्ड मीटिंग, यू हैव टू go on continuously meeting, right? Because you have to implement a lot of policies, you have to formulate a lot of policies, for that you all have to meet. So okay sir, कुछ exception है क्या इसका? yes boys and girls please pay attention, the exception also to this. See, OPC small dormant shall be deemed to have complied with this section if at least one meeting of the board of directors has been conducted in each half of the calendar year. What is the meaning of each half? Sir, January to June and July to December, that is 1 half. तो वो क्या बात कर रहे हैं कि भैया एक मीटिंग भी तुमने कंडक्ट किया ना, बिकॉज तुम्हारा ओपीसी कंपनी है रे, ओपीसी को काय का तुम लोग जाके एवरीडे बैठने वाले हो, 1% इज देयर। स्मॉल कंपनी, व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड ए स्मॉल कंपनी, एज पर सेक्शन 2 clause 85, योर पेड अप शेयर कैपिटल लेस देन 4 crore, योर टर्न ओवर लेस देन 40 crore, यू विल बी टर्म्ड ए स्मॉल कंपनी। बट द पॉइंट इज व्हाट सर, ओके सर हमको टैग मिल गया स्मॉल कंपनी का, उसका आगे क्या करेंगे? अरे बिकॉज द कंप्लायंसेस आर वेरी लेस टू यू एंड वन ऑफ सच कंप्लायंसेस इज दिस. So they are not telling you to conduct 4 board meetings, they're telling you what? Only conduct 2 meetings, one in this part and one in that part. But the time gap between 2 meetings should not be less than 90 days. Sir, imagine. So what have you told us? January to December. ये बीच का है, ठीक है? यहाँ पे let us say June is there and यहाँ पे July is there. You know what you did? At the end of June, 30th of June, you took one meeting, and in the first week of July, let us say on 2nd of July, you took the second meeting. ये चलेगा क्या रे? अरे नहीं चलेगा बॉस, वो क्या बात कर रहे, ऐसा घाई मत करो. जस्ट टू मेक द फॉर्मेलिटी, डोंट डू इट. देयर हैज टू बी अ गैप ऑफ हाउ मच? 90 days. देयर हैज टू बी अ गैप ऑफ हाउ मच? 90 days. देन ओनली दिस कंप्लायंस विल बी डन. आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस? Very important sir, very important. Somebody that day was asking me this, participation board meeting. Pay attention sir, how do we participate in such a board meeting? See, we have to do quorum also. See, quorum of general meeting is different and quorum of board meeting is different. What is the quorum of general meeting? Sir, 5, 15, 30, 5, 15, 30, up to 1000, 1000 to 5000 and above 5000. We have discussed in detail of quorum in general meeting, but today we will also discuss the types of quorums required in board meeting. सबसे पहले ये करेंगे अपन. Sir, participation board meeting. Sir, if I want to attend the board meeting, how will I attend? सबसे पहले in person. Okay sir, very simple. Next, through video conferencing or other audio visual means. So see, nowadays in COVID what happened ray? See, meetings were taking place in the company. तो भाई साहब उसी tenure में Zoom का invention हुआ था. Zoom became hit during COVID only. So you tell me one thing, can you attend the board meeting sitting at your house and will you be counted? Yes sir, you will be counted. समझ में आ रहा है? And also ये जो ऑडियो वीडियो मीन्स है ना, जो सॉफ्टवेयर आप यूज कर रहे हो, it should have the capacity of recording and storing the proceeding of such meeting. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? ऐसा ना हो कि सॉफ्टवेयर यूज हो रहा है बट कुछ वो मीटिंग ही स्टोर नहीं कर रहा है. No, that is of no use. The software should be of such a nature that it should store such kind of meeting. Very important. Okay, चलो. Can I say Zoom? Zoom is a very reasonable and feasible software for video conferencing. Sir, yes. Many people, they use 2 software. One is your Zoom and the other is your Google Meet. Lot of people are using. Even nowadays, recently, जो अपने केसेस चलते थे कोर्ट में, वहां पे भी उन लोगों ने क्या कर दिया, ऑनलाइन कर दिया पूरा. तो द जज हैज टू डू ऑनलाइन दिस प्रेजेंटेशन. उसको डिस्प्यूट भी ऑनलाइन ही सब करना पड़ता है. तो उस केस में भी यू कैन यूज व्हाट? Zoom और दिस अपना गूगल मीट. ध्यान देंगे प्लीज. नेक्स्ट pay attention. We have to do one thing which is very important. Yes, everybody please come down to section 174. Everybody please come down to section 174, which is very important. I'll tell you why. Because see, when I talk about normal general meeting का quorum night is very very simple. But this इसमें बहुत सारे परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन है, तो आपको ध्यान देना है. सबसे पहले सर व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कोरम? प्लीज टेल अस दैट फर्स्ट. Quorum is nothing but what the minimum number of members required to attend a meeting. But what will I say quorum over here? The minimum number of directors required to conduct a meeting. Sir, okay. So how much is the answer? Very simple. The quorum for a board meeting shall be 1/3 of its total strength or 2 directors whichever is higher. If you can write it also, write it down somewhere. Sir, quorum कितना मांगता है मीटिंग प्रोसीड करने के लिए? बोर्ड मीटिंग का बात छोड़ो भाई, बोर्ड मीटिंग का. सर 1/3 ऑफ इट्स टोटल स्ट्रेंथ, जो भी आपका स्ट्रेंथ है उसका 1/3 करेंगे और 2 डायरेक्टर्स विच इज हायर. अरे ऑब्वियसली यार, मिनिमम 2 तो चाहिए ना कोरम मीटिंग कंडक्ट करने के लिए. सो व्हाट इज द कोरम ऑफ बोर्ड मीटिंग? सर 1/3 ऑफ टोटल डायरेक्टर्स और 2 डायरेक्टर्स विच एवर इज हायर. प्लीज राइट इट डाउन समवेयर. आई वेट फॉर 2 minutes. सेक्शन 174 लिखेंगे और शुरू करेंगे लिखने के लिए, ठीक है? बिकॉज इसमें देयर इज गोइंग टू बी अ लॉट ऑफ परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन इन दिस. नाउ दिस इज नंबर 1. ओके सर, देयर इज वन मोर क्वेश्चन व्हिच वी हैव. Sir, the directors who participate by video conferencing or by any other, this Zoom meeting and all that stuff, will they be counted for this quorum? And the answer is yes. And the answer is what? Yes. The directors who are coming in through video conferencing, they will be counted for the quorum. See, can I ask you one question? Was proxy counted for the quorum? Please tell me yes or no fast. क्या प्रॉक्सी को काउंट किया जाता है कोरम के लिए? आप बताएंगे उसका आंसर मुझे जल्दी. इज प्रॉक्सी काउंटेड फॉर द कोरम? यस और नो? इज प्रॉक्सी काउंटेड फॉर द कोरम? गिव मी एन आंसर फास्ट. इज प्रॉक्सी काउंटेड फॉर द कोरम? यस और नो? गिव मी वेरी वेरी फास्ट. जल्दी बताएंगे. This point is very very important. Aarti is telling no. So proxy is not counted for the quorum. But can I ask you one more question? एक और क्वेश्चन पूछोगे आपको? I had asked you the same question that time also. And know what was that? Is a representative counted? Is representative counted for the quorum? Is representative counted for the quorum? The answer was yes. What is the meaning of representative? Representative means when a company appoints a representative, and he is obviously counted for the quorum. Now please pay attention. Normal quorum everybody knows. Sir, 1/3 of total number of directors or 2 directors, whichever is higher. But one more thing. If the number of interested directors exceed or is equal to 2/3 of total strength of the board of directors, the quorum shall be number of directors who are present at the meeting and not interested directors, and the not should be less than 2. Very very important. A board meeting is going on, and in that board meeting, let us say 2-3 directors are there who have conflict of interest. These people are interested in the resolution which you are going to pass. Then these directors become interested director. Interested director का quorum अलग है. Pay attention. If such directors, ऐसे directors, if they exceed or equal to 2/3 of total strength, अरे भैया तुम्हारे total strength में से 2/3 directors are interested in that resolution, then one sec, will you allow them to sit for the meeting? So obviously not. How will I allow the interested director to sit for the meeting? Then you tell me what will be the quorum in that kind of meeting. Sir, very simple. Sir, the directors who are not interested, the ones who are sitting over there, जिनका कुछ भी conflict of interest नहीं है, sir, those directors will be counted for what? Quorum. How much? Sir, they should not be less than 2. Very simple. एक बार वापस. If you go for board of directors, board meeting का quorum, there are 2 parts. There is one more part actually. Section 8 का भी आएगा अभी 2 मिनट में. Pay attention, please. It's very important. So I'll tell you now only. Quorum for board meeting divided into 3 parts. So how 3 parts? सबसे पहले normal 1/3 or 2, whichever is higher. Second, interested director. What is the answer over here? What is the answer? Sir, quorum is equal to 2 and these people are not interested. not interested director. But sir, what is the third arrow? What is the third arrow? The third arrow is for section 8 company. Very important. The third arrow is for section 8 company. I'm repeating myself again. The quorum for board meeting, a normal quorum is 1/3 of the total or 2 director, whichever is higher. If the interested director equals or exceed 2/3 of a total strength, then the director which are not interested, they should be minimum 2. Obviously, you have to proceed the meeting. And the third point is section 8. Pay attention, please. Section 8 of the Act, that is non for profit, shall constitute quorum for the board meeting either 8 members or 25% of its strength, whichever is less. Please, I request everybody of you to write this point. सेक्शन 8 का तुमको पूछ सकते हैं. सेक्शन 8 पे कौन रहते भाई? ट्रस्टी होते, ट्रस्टी मेंबर्स होते, नॉन फॉर प्रॉफिट. सो व्हाट इज द आंसर? व्हाट इज द आंसर सर? वेरी सिंपल, वेरी सिंपल. 8 members or 25% of total strength, 25% total strength, whichever is less, not higher, whichever is less. Please write this. Please write this. This is very important. See, you might be able to recollect what is a normal quorum. बहुत easy है. But ये भैया आपको मालूम होना चाहिए सेक्शन 8 वाला. सेक्शन 8 का 8 members और 25% of your total strength, whichever is less, not higher, whichever is less. मैं वापस रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. Please write it down. Please write it down, everybody. सबको लिखना है. Everybody, please write it down. This is very, very, very important. Do you write this? Yes or no? लिखा आपने? Pay attention, please. Okay. I will also do powers of the directors and all that, but I have to do something more important also. Okay. Pay attention now. पावर्स भी करेंगे अपन. एक 2 मिनट यहाँ पे आ जाओ. I'll complete 177 first, then I'll go ahead. Can anybody please tell me? I want everybody to pay attention. It's a very interesting concept. Can anybody please tell me? In audit committee, is audit committee mandatory for all the companies? Sir, I don't think so. Sir, no. Sir, board of directors already वहाँ पे हैं. Then why this is coming into picture? Audit committee is mandatory for only those which are fulfilling all these conditions. Okay, we'll check that thing. But many people get confused over here. उनको ये लगता है कि audit committee में auditors होते. नहीं भाई. Audit committee is kept to monitor the performance of the auditor. Audit committee is there to do what? To select the auditor, to perform. For that audit committee is there. Now pay attention please. इसमें आपको क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं वो. The first question, you can write this down also. I don't care तुमको पता है क्या नहीं है. Even if you know कुछ नहीं, वापस लिखो. प्रैक्टिस करने के आपने को भाई. So audit committee कंपल्सरी किस किस को है? सर लिस्टेड कंपनी कंपल्सरी. इफ योर लिस्टेड कंपनी ब्लाइंडली आपको ऑडिट कमिटी बिठाना पड़ेगा. सिंपल. सर व्हाट अबाउट अनलिस्टेड पब्लिक कंपनी? सर वेरी सिंपल. हुज पीएससी इज 10 करोड़ और मोर, हुज टर्नओवर इज 100 करोड़ और मोर, एंड हुज borrowings is 50 crore or more. Remember one thing, if any unlisted public company crosses any one condition out of this, you need to set up a audit committee. As simple as that. Sir, okay. So they might ask us this question. Okay sir, done. Now pay attention. Sir ये हो गया. Sir मुझे एक बताएंगे, audit committee में कौन होता है? ये कौन से लोग हैं? ये लोग कहां से आते हैं ऑडिट कमिटी के? Now pay attention, because if you are telling me that audit committee members are going to oversee the performance of the auditor, then these people should be smart na. Pay attention now. Pay attention. Audit committee shall consist of minimum of how many directors? Sir, 3 directors. Important. With independent directors forming a majority. अरे ऑब्वियसली यार, वाई विल यू पुट योर ओन डायरेक्टर्स इन द ऑडिट कमिटी? अरे ऑडिट कमिटी इज अ इंडिपेंडेंट थिंग. उसमें मेजॉरिटी इंडिपेंडेंट ही रहेंगे ताकि वो आपका परफॉर्मेंस चेक कर पाए. ध्यान देंगे प्लीज. The majority of the members of audit committee, including a chairperson, shall be persons with ability to read and understand the financial statements. Sir, yes, if they are checking the auditor's performance, these people should know how to read the balance sheet at least. Okay, done. And you know what I think? They will ask you this one important question, that व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डज ऑडिट कमिटी डू, ये क्या करते भाई ऑडिट कमिटी वाले, ध्यान देंगे प्लीज सर। सबसे पहले रिकमेंडेशन फॉर अपॉइंटमेंट रेम्युनरेशन ऑफ व्हाट ऑडिटर्स, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। ऑडिट कमिटी विल रेकमेंड द नेम ऑफ द ऑडिटर। मैंने उस दिन शायद से आपको बताया था ये व्हाट हाउ इज द फ्लो, मैंने आपको फ्लो बताया था ना। ऑडिट committee will recommend a name to board of directors. The board of directors, if they think it is okay, then they will push it to the shareholders, and if it is not, they will again tell the audit committee, ये भाई तो चेक करना, ये नाम हमको सही नहीं लग रहा है। ये फ्लो है आपका किसका, ऑडिट कमिटी, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स एंड शेयर होल्डर्स। ओके, सो दैट इज देयर मेन फंक्शन। So next, review and monitor auditors independence and effectiveness। अरे you know what does the auditor think कि वही भगवान है, वही बाप है कंपनी में। नहीं भाई, आप नहीं हो, आपके ऊपर भी है यहाँ पे। There is audit committee also who will check your independence. If your independence is hampered and if you are disqualified, the first person to tell you that is what? The audit committee member. ध्यान दो। Examination of financial statement and auditors report, they will do it, that's the function. Approval of any subsequent modification of transaction of the company with what? Related parties. अरे audit committee के पास इतना power है that they can modify also, they can what? Give you acceptance or approval also for what? The related party transactions. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Scrutiny of intercorporate loans, simple. Valuation of undertakings of the assets, evaluation of internal financial control, and monitoring the end use of funds, very very important. If anybody was there in my yesterday's lecture, I had given you example of Nykaa। कल मैंने नायका का एग्जांपल लिया था, याद है आपको? नायका, फाल्गुनी नायर, ये सब कुछ किया था मैंने। if you have raised money from the public and you are not using it as per the object mentioned in the prospectus, audit committee can point out that object, because see, if the end use of funds are not being gone there where it should be gone, the audit committee will object to that. Are you paying attention? So, okay sir, done. Now please pay attention everybody, everybody, I want everybody to pay attention. Sir, can you please tell us section 166, what are the duties of directors? सर ड्यूटीज ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स क्या होता है? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डज द ऑडिटर डू, क्या करता है सर ऑडिटर? अपना डायरेक्टर क्या करता है? सबसे पहले ही शैल एक्ट इन अकॉर्डेंस विद व्हाट? आर्टिकल्स ऑफ द कंपनी। सो यू नो व्हाट, आई टेल यू वन वेरी सिंपल, डोंट ट्राई दिस बट स्टिल, if in company एक्ट, if the paper comes and if you are sitting blank, तुमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या शुरू करूँ, तो पहला लाइन यही होना चाहिए, क्या मालूम क्या? एज पर द आर्टिकल्स ऑफ एसोसिएशन देयर आर मेनी सेक्शंस which will start with what? If the power is mentioned in articles of association, if it is mentioned in what? Articles of association. That's the first point. Okay, so क्या बात कर रहे हैं? The duty of the director, the first thing is what? He should act according to the articles of the company, sir. Yes. Second, he shall act in what? Good faith. एक ही पॉइंट को हाईलाइट करेंगे, good faith. Okay sir. He shall exercise his duties with due and reasonable care and diligence. What is diligence? With alert mind. He should not do something negligently, recklessly. देखिए, he shall not be involved in situation which he has direct or indirect interest. He should not be involved in a situation which has conflict of interest. And I just told you ना, if there is conflict of interest, he should tell the board of director that boss, मेरा इसमें कुछ personal profit हो सकता है, आप जिसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट देने वाले हो ना, वो मेरा दामादी है, तो मैं इंटरेस्टेड बन गया, तो मैं इस रिजोल्यूशन के लिए आई विल सिट आउटसाइड। हाँ, दिस इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू टेल द बोर्ड दैट यस आई विल सिट आउटसाइड। आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिस? He shall not achieve or attempt to achieve any what? Undue gain. What is the meaning of this? Secret profit is not allowed. Bhaiya, you are the director of a company, so don't make any secret profit out of it. Don't do any undue gain or advantage for yourself. And very very important, जो कुर्सी दिया है ना, कुर्सी वो आपको दिए है, डोंट असाइन योर ऑफिस। व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ असाइन और योर ऑफिस? द चेयर विच यू हैव गॉट, डू नॉट असाइन इट टू समबडी एल्स, ये आपका है, ध्यान देंगे आप प्लीज। ये सब क्या था? ये ड्यूटीज थे, पे अटेंशन। नाउ वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट। ओके, वील डू वन मोर सेक्शन, देन मुझे ये भी खत्म करना ही है ये। I have to do powers of board also, but we'll do one more section which is very 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 interesting. यहाँ पे एक section आता है, दिख रहा है आपको? 182. How many of you know 182? How many of you know 182? Power related to political contribution. पावर रिलेटेड टू पॉलिटिकल कंट्रीब्यूशन। अरे भाई तुमको समझ में आ रहा है ना, आजकल अब जो इलेक्शन चालू है, इलेक्शंस में हैव यू कम अक्रॉस सो मेनी न्यूज हैव बीन कमिंग कि बंडल्स ऑफ कैश हैज बीन कॉन्फिस्केटेड, बंडल्स ऑफ कैश, गाड़ियां पकड़ी गई है कैश से। सो many, see, everybody knows one thing, many companies contribute, they donate, obviously करते हैं, but see what does section 182 say? Pay attention. According to this section, a company may contribute any amount directly or indirectly to any political party, obviously. See, the following companies are not allowed to contribute any political party. Now please pay attention, इसमें 2-3 क्वेश्चन आपको पूछ सकते हो। सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट कंपनी, a company which has been in existence for less than how many years? 3 financial years. Can you please write this down in your book? Can you please write this down in your book, everybody? Are who's this? Shravan, can you please concentrate, because I have to tell you something now. See, the following companies are not allowed to contribute to any political party. Sir, ऐसे कौन से कंपनीज है? तो सबसे पहले भाई साहब तुम खुद ही हो ना सरकार, तो क्या खुद को ही पैसा दोगे क्या? सो सबसे पहले गवर्नमेंट इज आउटसाइड एंड सच अ कंपनी विच हैज बीन इन एग्जिस्टेंस फॉर लेस देन 3 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स। अरे तू तो बच्चा है रे, अभी तू बच्चा है, तुझे बड़ा होना पड़ेगा, 3 साल तो बीतने दे, देन वी विल सी पॉलिटिकल कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑल दैट। ओके, सो द कंपनीज हु हैव बीन इन एग्जिस्टेंस फॉर लेस देन 3 फाइनेंशियल ईयर्स, दे कैन नॉट कंट्रीब्यूट टू एनी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी। ओके, is there any limit? There is no limit on the amount of contribution, and such contribution shall be made through what? A resolution passed at board meeting. Now there is somebody over here telling 7.5%. Can you please tell me 7.5% का point अभी valid है क्या या नहीं है? Anybody you can tell me? Somebody over here has told me, sir, 7.5% of the contribution based on average 3 years. Can anybody please tell me, is 7.5% contribution still valid or it is not there? Who can tell me this? Who can tell me this? Fast, जल्दी। There is a clear cut line over here, एक clear cut line लिखा है यहाँ पे, देखो क्या लिखा है, there is no limit on the amount of contribution, there is no limit on the amount of contribution. Are you able to see this line? Are you able to see this line? There is no limit as such, there is no percentage as such. Has everybody seen this line? There is no limit on the amount of contribution. There is one question which they might ask you, which are the company? Yes, exactly, I wanted that answer. The limit is omitted, the limit is not there now. 7.5% बहुत पुराना है। Shravan, please update in your own book. Okay, चलो, pay attention please. Now we come down to this, 2 सेक्शन करेंगे, ध्यान देंगे। Powers of the board इंपॉर्टेंट है, ध्यान दो प्लीज। The board of directors can do all such acts जो उनको सैंक्शन किया गया है। ओके, नेक्स्ट, the board shall not exercise any power or do any act, however no regulation made by the company general meeting shall invalidate any prior act of the board which would have been valid if that regulation had not been made. What a danger point is this? Can you please read everybody? The second point is very important. Shravan, please update your point. आपका point बहुत old है वो, pay attention please. The board shall not exercise any power or do any act or thing to be exercised or done by the company in general meeting. मतलब अरे very simple यार, the power which is given in general meeting. Now you tell me one thing, I asked you the first question मैंने पूछा था आपको, who declares the dividend? Who declares the dividend and what was your answer? Who declares the dividend? What was your answer? Sir, मतलब बहुत जने गलत जवाब दिया था ना उस टाइम। The dividend is declared by the shareholders in the general meeting. क्या वो power board of directors के पास है? Sir, no. Board of directors has only one power. They can only recommend the dividend, but they cannot declare the dividend. Interim dividend is declared by whom? The board of directors. So you tell me one thing, can you take all those powers which they have been allotted the general meeting? No boss, you cannot do it. You cannot do it. See, however, no regulation made by the company in general meeting shall invalidate any prior act of the board which would have been valid if that regulation had not been made. अरे वो क्या बात कर रहे हैं, अगर वो बाद में रेगुलेशन आया तो ठीक है, board of directors had already taken the decision, then it is okay. If the decision has been taken afterwards, there is no problem. You cannot invalidate any act of the board prior. डेट पर्सपेक्टिव कुछ नहीं कर सकते आप, बिकॉज उस टाइम पे वो रेगुलेशन था ही नहीं. समझ में आ रहा है? नेक्स्ट सर, व्हाट आर द पावर्स ऑफ द बोर्ड? What are the powers of the board? Sir, very very simple. The powers of the board are to make any calls, first call, second call, your application allotment, to buy back section 68, to issue securities, to borrow money, to invest fund, important hai, to grant loans, to approve FS, to diversify the business, to approve amalgamation, to take over or any matter as may be prescribed. So what is this? These are the normal powers of the board exercised by the board. Remember one thing, these powers are given to the board of directors. So what all? To make calls, buy back, to issue securities, to borrow money, invest, to grant loans. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? चलो next. But what does 180 section talk about? What does section 180 talk about? 180 talks about restriction. Pay attention. अभी जो अपन ने किया ना, that was 179. It was 179 powers. So see, sir, then sir, tell us one thing. Section 180 talks about restriction. This means that the board of directors cannot do anything. They have to go and take the consent of what? The members. उनको जाके consent लेना पड़ेगा. And this is very important. सबसे पहले, sir, the board of directors of a company shall exercise the following powers only and only with the consent of the company. वो भी क्या पास करना पड़ेगा इनको? Special resolution, because these matters are very big यार. बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स तुम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. 180 में यू हैव टू गो एंड टेक द परमिशन ऑफ द शेयर होल्डर्स. सर व्हाट आर दीज मैटर्स? इतने बड़े बड़े मैटर्स क्या है ये? सबसे पहले, टू सेल, लीज और अदरवाइज डिस्पोज ऑफ द होल और सब्सटेंशियली द होल ऑफ द अंडरटेकिंग. अरे मुझे एक बताओ, यू आर सपोज टू सेल वन ऑफ योर अंडरटेकिंग, लीज इट आउट टू समबडी एल्स. अरे दीज आर वेरी बिग डिसीजंस. These big decisions you don't have to do. Please come and ask whom? The members. At least go and ask them ki whether I can sell one of my undertaking. I can tell you one thing. So I'll share you my practical experience. So during my articleship, I was in this listed company. I hope everybody knows Kirloskar. Kirloskar is a very big company in Pune, and it is basically in this this pump sets में, generators में. So when I was in my articleship phase, they had decided that they wanted to sell one of the undertaking because it was a loss making thing. So what happened? First they thought कि नहीं काम करते हैं, we'll only pass the board resolution and then we'll go ahead. No. Then obviously meetings बहुत सारे हुए. Then the 180 came into picture. When you want to sell one of the undertaking, you need to go and take the permission of what? The shareholders. आपको SR पास करना ही पड़ेगा. 75% of the people should give you a thumbs up. Then only you can do this. Very simple. Next. To invest otherwise in trust securities, the amount of company received as a result of any merger. If you want to invest the amount anywhere, आपको पैसा मिल रहा है, आपको इन्वेस्ट भी करना है, उसके लिए भी आपको उनका ही कंसल्ट लेना पड़ेगा. हाँ, अगर ट्रस्ट में पैसा डालेगा कोई बात नहीं है, बट इफ यू वांट टू इन्वेस्ट समबडी एल्स, समथिंग एल्स, देन यू हैव टू गो एंड टेक द कंसेंट. टू बोरो मनी, where the money to be borrowed together with the money already borrowed exceeds what? You know this section, right? 181C. What is 181C? Sir, very simple, sir, very simple. Sir, PSC plus FR plus SP. PSC plus FR plus SP. So what is this? Sir, if the money to be borrowed, if it is exceeding this limit, what limit? PSC, FR, SP, then you need to go and take the consent of what? The shareholders. Sir, 1 second. If I borrow money, if the company borrows money, and if the limit is less than 181C, then what? They don't take the consent. Even board resolution will be enough. Even board resolution will be enough. Are you understanding this? Okay. To remit or to give time for repayment of any debt due from director. अरे बहुत important point, very very important point. Pay attention. अरे there was one director who came towards you, and who asked for loan, and when the time for repayment came, now you know what he said? अरे यार company, please do one thing, please यार, give me more time. I am not able to pay. 1 sec. So obviously you remember one thing, the director is already a friend of all the board of directors. So board of directors को वो आराम से कन्विंस करेगा, यार चलना, मुझे और 2-3 महीना देना, प्लीज गिव मी 2-3 months more ना. नो, Board of directors does not have any power to extend the time limit for that director. The board of directors needs to go and take the consent of the people, and this is fair enough. This is sensible also. लॉ वैसे ही बना है, अगर तुम इनको ही पावर दे रहे हो बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स को, तो भाई साहब वो तो इसको बहुत टाइम देंगे फिर डायरेक्टर को, बिकॉज वो सब लोग फ्रेंड ही है. Are you understanding this? So to remit or to give time for what? Repayment of any debt due from a director. For this you need to go and take the consent of what? The shareholders. चलो समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Are you understanding this, boss? Pay attention everybody. Now I am going to start asking you very basic questions which I think everybody. चलो अभी अपन खेलने वाले हैं जरा. We are going to play a game and you should be very fast in your commenting. Okay? Can I answer like basic? I'm going to cover basic cover चीज करने वाला हूँ and I want you to answer me fast, very fast. Okay? चलो I'll just give question to you. First question. Can anybody of you please tell me, Section 8 company, everybody should be very fast, huh? Section 8 company can call up a meeting in dash days. Section 8 company can call up a meeting in dash days. Tell me the answer fast. Section 8 company can call up a meeting in dash days. I want everybody to answer. Come on, fast. What is the answer? What is the answer? Section 8 company can call up a meeting in dash days. How many days? So I want to see how many of you are active. Section 8 company can call up a meeting in how many days? Section 8 company can call up a meeting in how many days? अरे यार वो 90 किसने लिखा है? वो how 90 यार? How 90? I'll repeat my question again. What 30 and 90 you're doing? Listen to my question. A Section 8 company can call up a meeting by giving a notice of how many days? 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 Is it 21? Is it 21 or is it 14? Is it 21 or is it 14? Is it 21 or is it 14? Sir, अरे क्या तुम पटेल भाई क्या आंसर कर रहे तू? Hussein is telling 7, Monica is telling 90, Pure Soul ने तो मैसेज निकाल दिया वहां से. अरे it is 14 days. A Section 8 company can call up a meeting by giving a notice of 14 days only instead of what? 21 days. अरे क्या कर रहे हैं? अरे I am not talking board meeting. I am talking normal meeting, normal. Next question, pay attention. This is regarding OPC. OPC, what is section number? 2 clause 62. Pay attention. I want you have to give me an answer, everybody. I want to see how many of you give the first answer. पहला आंसर कौन दे रहा है? सोच समझ के करने का भाई, सोच समझ के. ABC Limited is incorporated by this person. अच्छा एक काम करते हैं. Mr. A incorporates OPC. Mr. A incorporates OPC. Okay. There was Mr. B also over here. So Mr. A calls Mr. B to become nominee in this. To become nominee in this company. Which company? Let us say this company name is ABC Private Limited. I want you to give answer. I want you to give an answer. Mr. A has incorporated OPC. उसका नाम ABC Private Limited है. And he is calling Mr. B to become nominee. Okay, sir. Okay. Now I am asking you one more thing. Mr. B also incorporates one more OPC, and this name is PQR Private Limited. My first question to all of you is this possible? Is this possible? Everyone? Is this possible? I'll repeat my question again. बताओ. Mr. A has incorporated OPC, ABC Private Limited, and he has called Mr. B as a nominee. But Mr. B has also incorporated OPC and its name is PQR Private Limited. Is this scenario possible? Yes or no? Is this scenario possible? Yes or no? Is this scenario possible? Yes or no? चलो 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 फास्ट आंसर करने का है. I want to check your basics. बेसिक चेक करने का भाई. Yes, very good. There are mixed answer. कोई no बोल रहा है, कोई yes बोल रहा है. चलो आंसर दे, सब लोग आंसर देंगे. एवरीबडी शुड आंसर फास्ट. चलो. अच्छा, many people have said yes, but few of them have said no. Sir, कैसा possible है? Sir, you know what? As per 2 clause 62, nobody can incorporate more than one OPC and nobody can become a nominee in more than one OPC. अरे भैया, तो ये सब कुछ यहाँ पे हो रहा है ना. I was just trying to confuse you. See one thing. Tell me one thing. Has Mr. A incorporated one OPC? Sir, yes. Sir, yes, one OPC. Is Mr. B a nominee in one OPC? Sir, yes. Has Mr. B incorporated more than one OPC? Sir, no. उसने एक ही OPC निकाला है. तो you tell me one thing. Can one person incorporate and OPC and can be a nominee of the company? Yes, sir, possible है ये. This is more possible. Are you understanding this? Yes or no? Did you understand this? अच्छा, my next question. To incorporate OPC, can you please tell me the number of days to be fulfilled for incorporating OPC? How much number of days should be completed so that I can incorporate OPC? How many days should be completed so that I can incorporate OPC? Yes or no? How many days? I want the number of days first. I want the number of days. अरे भाई श्रवण तू भाई कौन से जमाने में रह रहा है? श्रवण अरे व्हाट आर यू टेलिंग? हाउ कम यू आर टेलिंग मी 180 days? इट्स अ रॉन्ग आंसर. यू हैव नॉट अपडेटेड योर मॉड्यूल. कब का अमेंडमेंट हुआ है वहां पे? दिस इज अमेंडमेंट व्हिच हैज टेकन प्लेस. श्रवण, मोनिका, yes, Sai, your answer is right. Shravan, Monica, you have to update your this module. आपका information outdated है. अरे listen, and OPC needs to be like, if you want to incorporate OPC, natural person, citizen of India and resident of India, they should be staying in the previous year for how much? 120 days. 120 days is the answer. And remember one thing, this condition is also applicable to the nominee also. If you want to become a nominee, you have to be what? Stayed in India for a minimum period of 120 days in the immediately preceding financial year. 120 दिन उसका आंसर है. 120 days. अच्छा, one more question. Please pay attention. Can you please tell me one thing? OPC company cannot carry out which activities? See my question. OPC company cannot carry out which kind of activities? Give me the answer first. OPC company cannot carry out which kind of activities? OPC company cannot carry out which kind of activities? Can you please tell me which kind of activities? OPC company cannot carry out which kind of activities? Give me answer first. ऐसे कौन से एक्टिविटीज है जो ओपीसी कंपनी नहीं कर सकता? एनीबॉडी? वेरी गुड. एनबीएफसी एक्टिविटीज, दैट इज ऑल्सो इन्वेस्टमेंट इन सिक्योरिटीज. वेरी गुड. कैन आई गिव यू वन मोर क्वेश्चन? कैन ओपीसी be converted into section 8 company? Very simple. Can a OPC be converted into section 8 company? Can a OPC be converted? Are Hussein, how can a non-resident form a OPC? NRI can form a OPC. Non-resident का वो condition ही fulfill नहीं होगा भाई. OPC cannot be converted into section 8 company, but it can be converted into a private or a public. ध्यान देंगे भाई. ओपीसी कैन बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू प्राइवेट और पब्लिक. सबका ध्यान है, सबका ध्यान है सर. ओके सर, ओके ओके सर 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 समझ में आ रहा है. वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग, वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. पे अटेंशन, पे अटेंशन. एबीसी लिमिटेड, एबीसी लिमिटेड और यहां पे पीक्यूआर लिमिटेड है. पे अटेंशन ना. एबीसी इज होल्डिंग ओनली 40% in PQR Limited. ABC Limited is holding only 40% in PQR Limited. Okay, but it is able to control composition of board of directors. Can you please tell me one thing? Is PQR Limited a subsidiary of ABC Limited? I'll repeat my question again. ABC Limited is holding 40% of PQR Limited. Okay sir, okay, got it. And it is also controlling the composition of board of directors. So my simple question is PQR Limited a subsidiary of ABC Limited? Yes or no? Is PQR Limited a subsidiary of ABC Limited? Sir, for subsidiary it has to be more than 50%. You have written 40 over here. Can you please give an answer? सब लोग आंसर करेंगे फटाफट जल्दी. Is this, what is the answer? What is the answer? So you know what we think? You know what we think? You know what we think? This is a holding subsidiary. You don't confuse us with 40%, sir. हम नहीं देखेंगे, हमने पढ़ाई की है. What is the section? So section is 2 clause 46 and 2 clause 87. And what does holding subsidiary say? If you hold more than 50% of voting power, you are holding subsidiary. But if you are in a position to control the composition of board of directors of the other company, भाई साहब तुम holding company बन गई, खत्म हो गया वहां पे. ठीक है, very good, बहुत बढ़िया, very good. चलो, can I ask you one more question? Can anybody over here tell me the full form of this? Can anybody over here tell me the full form of this? Anybody? Can anybody tell me the full form of this? Fast. Can anybody please tell me the full form of this? Anyone? I want to give you one more question. Hey bhai, what is the full form? I want the full form. Simplified pro forma for incorporating a company electronically. Now pay attention. INC 32 है. Now I want to check your knowledge. मैं आपको एक ऐसा भारी क्वेश्चन पूछेगा ना, उसका आंसर आपको देना मांगता. सबका ध्यान है? Everybody is there? Everybody ready for this question? Everybody ready for this question? First I will tell you a little bit of history and then you give me. It's an examination question, okay? First I'll tell you what is it. If pay attention. If Section 8 company, if Section 8 company is there and you have got the certificate but you have contravened the provisions. Sir, what can a Section 8 cannot do? Section 8 cannot give dividend. So you basically contravene any of the provision. So you tell me one thing. Central government has 3 powers. Basically वो आपका license revoke कर देंगे. They will revoke your license, okay? But what all they can do? Please tell me. Sir. They will wind up. They will revoke license. And what was the last part? Sir, they will amalgamate. With another company having similar object. Pay attention now. Pay attention. Can I ask you one question? Can I ask you one question? And I want everybody. It's a very simple question, by the way, but I want to check कि तुम ये कर सकते हो क्या? चलो, give me 1 second. Let me just show you a question. What happened? Where is that question? Where is that question? I want to check how many of you can. Okay, got it. Question number 6. Question number 6. Acha. Question number 6 in front of you. Anybody who can solve this question, I can read it out and you give me an answer. I'll read it out, you give me an answer. Can I read it out to you? Mr. X, in association with his relative, formed a company to promote the education of the children of poor section. Okay. Section company निकाला उन लोगों ने, and with the objective of poor section education. Okay. A license was issued by the central government for the said company. The central government was very happy यार कि भाई you are doing something very good. I will give you license. Okay. What was the main objective? To promote education for children of poor section. Then government also started giving them paisa also. They started giving them funding also. But one fine day what happened? They came to know that the company is not following section 8. वो कुछ झोल कर रहा है पैसों का. So the government revoked the license and they decided to amalgamate this company with another company of object of save girl child. You tell me one thing. The legal position as to the order passed by central government is right or wrong? Can the government amalgamate this company with another company? Yes or no? Give me an answer first. This question can come to you also for 6-7 marks. Please tell me one thing. What is the answer of this? What is the answer of this? जो गवर्नमेंट ने किया है वो बराबर किया है क्या? Has the government done it right? Yes or no? Answer. Everybody should give me an answer first. Has the government done right or wrong? Can the government revoke your license and amalgamate with you with any other company? क्या आपको amalgamate कर सकते हैं दूसरे कंपनी के साथ? Yes or no? चलो I want everybody to write in the comment. I want everybody to write in the comment first. How many of you think कि this is right? How many of you think this is right? कि जो किया है वो बराबर किया है सरकार ने. Now please pay attention. Yes, very good yaar, very good. Everybody is very good. Arey, if this question comes, no, please do not get confused in the central government ka revocation. Central government can revoke, everybody knows that. But what is the last point? Central government can amalgamate with you only if the object of the next company is same. अरे यहाँ पे लास्ट लाइन में क्वेश्चन को पलटा दिया उन लोगों ने. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा उन लोगों ने? ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ सेव गर्ल चाइल्ड. एंड व्हाट वाज द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ द फर्स्ट कंपनी? Poor section. The order passed by central government is not valid. Can you appeal against the order? Yes, you can go and appeal against the order. Did you understand this? Very good. The ones who have given the right answer, na, very good. Okay, because this has to be what? This has to be same. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Very good यार, very good. चलो, pay attention. I'll ask you more questions. Pay attention. I want to check. I'll ask you more questions. Pay attention. Can you please tell me one thing? Associate company, what is the percentage? If you want to make a company associate of your company, what is the percentage? What is the percentage? What is the percentage? Sir, the percentage has to be how much? 20. This is called as what? This is called as what? Significant influence. This is called as what? Significant influence. This is called as what? Significant influence. Very good. Afshan, your answer is right. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, next. ध्यान देंगे. Please pay attention. Now, I'll ask you a very simple question. Okay, very simple. Let us say one thing. Section 2 clause 68. सर इसमें क्या पूछना है? We know what is this section. This is a private company section. Can you please tell me one thing? How much is the minimum number of members in private company? Sir, minimum is 2. Maximum is how much? Sir, 200. But there are a few persons. There are few persons which should not be counted in that 200. There are few persons which should not be counted in that 200. Pure soul आपका आंसर राइट है. Can you please tell me which are those members who are not to be counted in the counting of that 200? In the counting of that 200. Sir. Employees and employees plus they were members also, but आगे क्या हो गया? They left the employment. They left the, what is the meaning? They ceased the employment, but they have still continued to be the members. These category of people will not be counted in the 200 का counting. Are you understanding this? See, many people get confused over there, ना? Many people get confused over there. मैं आपको मेरा क्वेश्चन भेजता हूँ तुम्हारे ग्रुप पे, उस पर मैंने 2-3 क्वेश्चन शॉर्टलिस्ट करके रखे हैं. इसके ऊपर ही है, बहुत भारी क्वेश्चंस है, ठीक है, उसके आंसर्स भी है नीचे. आई विल सेंड इट टू यू. सी द एम्प्लॉइज नॉट मेंबर्स यार, सो व्हाई विल यू काउंट देम इन द 200? इट डजंट मेक एनी सेंस ओनली. बट द एम्प्लॉइज हु आर मेंबर्स आल्सो, एम्प्लॉइज मेंबर्स भी थे, एम्प्लॉय ने शेयर भी लिया था, बट आफ्टर सम टाइम एम्प्लॉयमेंट निकल गया, एम्प्लॉयमेंट सीज्ड, बट दे स्टिल कंटिन्यू टू बी मेंबर्स. इवन दीज पीपल विल नॉट बी काउंटेड वेयर? इन दैट 200. इन दैट 200. Yes, very good. Shravan, joint shareholder will be counted as 1. Joint shareholder will be counted as 1. Very good. Are you understanding this? Are you understanding this, everybody? Sir, okay. Sir, we are able to understand, sir. Chalo. Pay attention. A Limited, B Limited. A Limited is holding 80% in B Limited. There is one more company, C Limited. ये 40% होल्ड कर रहा है, and this is holding how much? 30%. My question to you is very simple. Is C Limited a subsidiary of A Limited? Answer first. Is C Limited a subsidiary of A Limited? Please answer first. Is C Limited a subsidiary of A Limited? Please answer first. First, is C Limited subsidiary of A Limited? Very good. Now answer is yes, and up to 2 layer is possible. Chaman, आपका आंसर राइट है. सर, see, obviously यार, B Limited is already a subsidiary of A Limited. तो B तो उसका हो गया ना भाई, तो ये दोनों इनडायरेक्ट होल्डिंग करके क्या हो सकता है? C Limited will be a subsidiary of what? A Limited, and in India not more than 2 layers is allowed in what? Holding subsidiary. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया. चलो, okay, boys and girls, we'll stop here. This was today's session. Tomorrow again we'll meet for the lectures. You will get an update on the WhatsApp community. If you have not joined the WhatsApp community of Hgpa, I request you to do it. उसमें बहुत कुछ आने वाला है, मटेरियल बहुत कुछ आने वाला है CMA फाइनल का. So please join the WhatsApp community of Hgpa of finals. Okay. Tomorrow, as Kapil has already told you, tomorrow please do not miss the lecture of SCM. Okay. I will post the timing of the lectures on the WhatsApp community only. Okay. Now अगेन लॉट ऑफ लव फ्रॉम योर साइड. थैंक यू सो मच. देयर हैव बीन अ लॉट ऑफ, बहुत सारे मेंबर्स है उसमें अपने CMA फाइनल के ग्रुप पे. प्लीज टेल अ फ्रेंड्स टू जॉइन इन, एंड दिस एवरी डे रिविजन इज ओनली फॉर यू टू स्टे फोकस्ड एंड टू रिवाइज एवरीथिंग विद मी. ओके, चलो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वापस कंपनी शुरू करेंगे अपन. आई होप योर स्टडीज आर ऑन ट्रैक एंड योर एग्जाम्स ऑल्सो राउंड द कॉर्नर. ओके, जून में आपके एग्जाम्स है, सो प्लीज डू स्टडी एंड ऑब्वियसली मोटिवेट योर सेल्फ. एवरी डे इज गोइंग टू काउंट, एवरी डे इज काउंटिंग. ओके, मेक सम वैल्यू एडिशन, एंड व्हाट वी आर थिंकिंग दैट वी आर डूइंग सम वैल्यू एडिशन टू योर सिलेबस. ओके, कुछ ना कुछ तो कर रहे हैं. आपने अगर SCM पूरा भी देखा ना, पूरा SCM बोल रहा हूं मैं कपिल सर का, पार्ट C आई एम गोइंग टू टेक, part A and B he is taking, I think it will be more than enough. Your exams will be very smooth. Okay, SFM में already कर रहा हूँ, SFM में already कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. Law we are doing. Okay, so I think these subjects will be of much more importance. Okay, हमारे marathons भी already uploaded है, they are there on the this, but this ये जो revision ले रहे, it is not for something कुछ भगा रहे हैं, it is not like that. It is only for you to do daily practice with us. You have to write everything and then see your marks. ठीक है, आपके marks 100% बढ़ेंगे if you do the daily revision. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है? चलो, थैंक यू सो मच एंड आई विल मीट यू टुमारो. ओके, प्लीज आप ज्वाइन करो व्हाट्सएप का कम्युनिटी, उसमें आपको कल का शेड्यूल भी मिल जाएगा. ओके, थैंक यू सो मच एंड गुड नाइट.